Guys, today I'm going to show you how to use my scripts for trading. So first of all, let's add it to the chart. So Park. Okay, we have already. Okay, I want to show you the V3 premium script. This is a great tool. He finds some good places where to buy or where to sell and take profits. Um, in summary, it is a trend finder. So when he check that trend is getting bullish, he will advise you. Otherwise, with a B, otherwise it will advise you for a trend reversal with an S. You can see we have three trend cloud: the blue and orange one, the green and red one, and the lime and black one. These are called the higher time frame trend cloud, the current time frame trend cloud, and the lower time frame trend cloud. You can activate them separately. For example, we can show only the current time frame trend cloud. And by the way, you are seeing, for example, 2S one after the other because we accepting both signals from current trend cloud and upper trend cloud. Basically, let's remove the upper trend one. Basically, when the trend cloud switch from switch colors, so became from bullish to became bearish, or vice versa, a signal is triggered. So he saw here a reverse, so from bullish to bearish, and triggered a short signal, a sell signal. After that, he recovered and printed a buy. What is interesting in this, of course, we can also change the period, the analysis period. You want to have a shorter one, of course, just wait for the loading, and you will see it will works differently, very much tighter to the chart, to the price action. I use them without any customization. I use like you see as default. By the way, if you don't like to see the trend cloud, but you want to see in the background, there is the that options, and so you can see now the blue. We are in the bullish market for the higher time frame trend cloud, and here in the orange we are in the bearish market. Why these trend cloud are so important to me in my trading strategy? Because as you can see, price feels this trend cloud. The lower one especially, it's very nice in checking where when the price is just getting to reverse. The more it get thin, then the more I set trailing stop strategies close to the price, so I don't get a loss, and I get stop loss in profit, so I can keep my profit secure. Okay, and as you can see, for example, just let's check this these two last waves, the price tend to go back to the cloud. In fact, the trend cloud acts as a resistance, a moving resistance in this case, in a bearish scenario, or like support for a price action. Okay, when we are in a bullish market. Here, for example. Okay, so you can use the trend cloud as places where you can put a stop loss. For example, here we could have put in a trend like this, we can put three stop loss: one at the lower trend cloud, one on the current time frame trend, and one on the higher one. You can split. If you don't like to take profit because you believe the price will go higher and higher, despite I suggest always to take at least a partial profit, as you can buy back on trend cloud for that slice you sold, so you can accumulate, you can scalp. Okay, it's quite interesting as a stop loss strategy. So if you buy on a specific moment, then if you closed everything here, for example, you had the opportunity to buy back here or buy back here, which is always almost the same price, but with in a situation where you are more secure about what you're doing. Okay, now we are in a, of course, in a very detailed moment. So how can you use in real time? Okay, of course we are already in real time. We are very bearish at current moment. Price just touched the current time frame trend chart two times and it was rejected. It seems that the lower time frame is trying to keep the price up, despite it is a bearish trend cloud, but the price is moving between these two trend clouds. We saw this also sometimes, for example, here, and then price broke. Okay, you can see also here it happens. Okay, let's analyze also something different in order to make you understand. Okay, this is BitMEX chart, so we don't have a lot of chart, but we can start here. For example, I want to show you in real time how to use this, so I will use a replay yes tool, to replay tool. So for this moment we can see how the script will act. Okay, so let's not be too much fast, so we can okay, just for example, okay, these are daily candles, of course. So this is what I'm showing now is a strategy that you can simply use in by checking only once a day the chart. Okay, so here we were starting from here. We have we're in a bearish scenario, and the price okay followed. Okay, I'm used to set a stop loss. For example, I would have stop here, a stop loss over here, but when I get let let me activate my preferred tools. Okay, so we are here in a great gain, so I would have put, of course, a trailing stop. Okay, trailing stop, for example, here, leaving only 5%, so I would have stop lossed here. I'm taking away this 15% profit. I use leverage, always at least a low leverage, 2x, 3x, so that would be a huge gain. By the way, here he printed Let me skip this. Okay, remove this. So here you printed buy. Well, but as I said in the script description and to my customers when I have a one-on-one consultancy with them, the signals are not just to be followed straight, right? You have to think. Okay, so let's check this trend cloud. We have at this point we had no trend in current, so indecision also on the higher, and we are still bearish on the lower. So I don't know. This was printed because of this blue, this blue triangle here, but I don't trust. I don't trust. Uh, I don't. So in fact, the price is going lower and lower. Also, if I can see the chart, a basic knowledge, TI analysis, technical analysis, we didn't even broke this trend. So just the price touched the trend line, the blue trend line, and it's going back. So eventually, I would short instead. I would appreciate this signal. Okay, not we just by now right now this can become instead a nice and this is a pennant. Okay, so eventually I would buy here because I see this could be a reverse. This is usually a reversal pattern, especially followed by uh, another green candle. I see the prices, so volume is getting lower, so market is getting ready for a move. So if you are more impulsive, you would buy again here with a stop loss here, so long, or just wait for the breakout. So putting a buy order here, a stop buy here, eventually enjoying the uptrend. So let's see. Okay, just retested the pennant. Nice, very nice. So I would have personally I would have buy more here if I bought here. So I lowered my entry point. Okay, so just it was just printed a buy here. So this is interesting. Okay, so for example, just I'm now in profit, so I will put a stop loss in profit just here. The lower time frame trend cloud is green, the same for the other two trend cloud, and I follow with the trailing stop strategy. Okay, perfect. It's wonderful. Uh, so now I move up my trailing stop, for example, at this level. So buying at breakout, I said here, for example, it's another 15%, for example. Okay, and so on. But because I know it's quite different sometimes, it's quite difficult sometimes to understand. I accept always the suggestions. Okay, for example, here was printed a take profit. At least I usually close 33% at least, and I buy back lower. For example, I bought it back here. I scalped another 10% on that slice. Okay, which is very fine. So what I was saying, an important details I added to this currently to my script is the possibility to check if a trend is in divergence with the other one. So for example, with this just with these flags, show me that what I tweeted the comparison current and upper. So when one becomes bearish while the other is bullish and vice versa. This can be related to the lower to the current and between lower and upper trend clouds. So they are just on the same. They are just the same because, but you can see here the current time frame trend cloud became bearish while the upper one was bullish. So it was triggered just like an alert. Just to be secure, be more secure, be cautious. Okay, another tool I had lately was also the this show when the current trend cloud becomes thicker, thinner, so stronger, weaker, we may say. Okay, this is a very interesting tool. Just okay. So, for example, let's remove something, otherwise you will not understand anything. Okay. Okay. So also you can specify the percentage comparison. So when um, the thickness of the trend cloud is 25% thicker than previous block, then it will print a diamond. Otherwise, if it's lower, it will print a circle. So what what's the meaning? If you see here a take profit, after that a circle, then be sure you should take some profit because the trend is getting weaker. So a retrace is expected and it happens. Okay, so let's see, for example, here we are we already have for example a retest of the trend. Okay, but let's see. I always, again, I set the stop loss something here. I don't want to lose my profit, hold my profit. I mean, let's see how it goes. Okay, so here was printed that the trend was a little weaker, and in fact it retraced in this candle, but now it's getting stronger. We are maybe going too fast, I can't comment. Okay, and we are going up again with these three diamonds, which are very, very nice. Okay, we have also, okay, yeah, I will close here another 1/3 of my position in order to buy back. Okay, so here we didn't have a full retrace to the trend cloud, but you know, then it's your what would you do? I don't know. We are 2%. I'm not secure. I don't want to risk, so basically I will not buy back here. I will try to buy back here, but you know, I like hold the trend clouds active. I will activate also this for the upper trend. Okay, so what can I see? We are on the lower trend cloud. Well, I'm not very afraid at the moment. Eventually I will buy back here, somewhere here, if it will retrace to, with a stop loss, of course, here. Okay, we got stop loss in profit at least. Sorry, stop. Okay, This was a great signal too, okay? All these circles, the lower which becomes black, okay? So we got stop loss here. Then it printed here signal, but it's a false signal, will not short, because just the bearish trend is always this red line here in the current time frame triangle, so just nothing. I will not accept this eventually. Instead, I will buy back here after this buy, because the trend is still strong, okay, and it is getting strong. I see a diamond here, okay, and so on. I don't want to make a very long video, just I want you to understand how you can use this script, okay, and why I say that it performs well, okay. This is a 64% trade, okay. It performs well. Just you have the patience to understand signal, check the thickness of trend clouds before taking before taking before taking a trade. Okay, there are also other options here. You can confirm buy sell that you get from current trend clouds, comparing with the lower time frame trend cloud or the upper one, or you can just compare the signals from lower to the current, upper current, and so on. But you can just enable to have an idea. These are used for a more secure style of trading, but you may get in a situation where you don't trade because they will not trigger any signal. Just want to be clear about this. Or also these options also are for a very secure mode of trading, so don't trade against the higher enable trend cloud, okay. So for example, if I enable it, you can see what will happen. Just let's remove something. Okay, let's enable the upper and the current. Okay, for example, the higher here is still bullish. So despite the current trend line is bearish, it didn't trigger a sell because we are still in a trend, in a bullish trend. So it's suggested to close the long position we had here. Okay, this is exactly in the hand what I did in my explanation just before, but you know, you have the option also. Also, we have also these other options. Sorry, enable don't buy over the higher trend cloud, or don't sell below the higher trend cloud, but simply close. Why these are important? What's the meaning of this? The meaning are, if a sell is triggered here, well, for me it's not a good place where to start a short, because easily price can retrace, because as you saw the price tends to retrace to trend cloud and then touch them and then go deeper, or touch after a bullish rally in order to have another wave up. So I usually tend to skip this trade. Okay, so it will let's see if you will see something. Is we are able, okay, we are too much, we shouldn't go. Okay, let's remove the replay mode, so you can see here what does it mean. Okay, for example, okay, a short was triggered here because we have a bearish trend here, but we are below the higher trend cloud, so it's It's not a good short. Also here, this is not a good short. We, despite we could have a profit here, but it's too risky for this option active, of course. Also, we have this option enable buy when the lower trend cloud is over current one and sell when the lower is below current. So this is just the opposite of what these options, because if sometimes instead for a customer asked me this, for a good reason. Sometimes um, when trend cloud when trends intersects, then you can get this as a as a signal by itself. It's not a bad idea. It's a good idea, but you have to be sure to disable, of course, this one for these options to work. So, okay, this is an intersection, a bearish intersection. It printed a sell. We don't have any more bullish intersection here. So the sell, the short is still opened. Okay, this is the idea behind this. So he shorted here, taking profit. Now it's going higher, and okay, and printing the buy, which was never closed. At least we had some take profit, and then here. So, of course, as you can see, we have very a few little trades. Here we were in a sideline period, so more trades here. Here a buy, here a sell, and so on. Okay, just take also this as advice. Just you don't need to wait for a sell in order to close your long trade, your buy trade. Okay, have a stop loss in profit. Take the signal for sell to start a short. Okay, a new trade, but use a trailing stop strategy. Use a proper risk management strategy. Okay, don't get fooled. Also, here you can customize the take profit. It's based on RSI, oversold, overbought. So you can choose when it should be activated. Of course, it would be wise to have also 75-25 enabled on a 1 day time frame. But for example, if you trade on lower time frames, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, then we should disable the 20, the 80, because it's easier to get in oversold and overbought. You can activate also Bollinger Bands. You have also some important HEMA mass and you can use. That's it. This is my V3 script. It's very different from the V1 and V2. You can find it for free also in TradingView. If you just search long short strategy V2, why you can't find long Lastro Park V2? No. Well, I have my script, but okay, because it was with long short strategy V2. Okay. And this is, of course, the V2 is good only in 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. It's very different. It's also very cool. As you can see, it's very cool. But it's different, of course. You don't have any options. Okay, you can only edit the style. The V1 is also for lower time frame. You know, This is here. Just send me a message, a direct message, and you can have a try, a free trial. Okay. So have a nice day, guys, and trade safely. As you can see, also my free script are good. Okay. Okay. Have a nice day. Bye.